Welcome to BA Pro. In this video, we are going to see a real-time example to save data into a variable and to run a JavaScript and how to reuse the variables in the script for verification. To save data, generally we use store command, and to execute a JavaScript, we will use the execute script. Let's look into them with a live example. Here we have an application which allows us to register an user and also allows us to search with registration number to see the details of the registered user and update the details if required. Let's record the registration process. Open the Selenium IDE extension, create a new project, just give the project name and click on OK button. Here we have the new project created. Now let's record a script. So here we need to give the base URL. Let me take the application URL and paste it here and start recording. So let's maximize this one. Click the user registration link and provide the details. Here you can see it is recording all the steps. Yep, I gave the employed as no and provided a random address. A 10-digit phone number. And I'm selecting the checkbox and clicking submit. Here registration is completed successfully and we have the unique registration number and also a home link. Now let's stop recording. It will ask to provide a test name. Let's give some meaningful test name here and click OK. Here you can see all the recorded steps. Let's scroll to the top. Here you can see it opened the URL, maximized the browser. So here we have few unnecessary steps. So maybe we can remove couple of them, kind of the clicking. So there is one more click in the last name. So even though we don't have those clicks, still the data will be entered. So I'm just removing the unnecessary steps. Even though if we have them, that will not hurt, but let me just remove that. Yeah, we are all set. All the remaining verification steps, let's add them manually. So first we need to verify whether the user registered successfully, message came or not. So let's write a step for that one, the verification step. So let's type in. So here we need to verify the text. So we need to use the command either verify or assert. Let's go with verify because the assert will stop the execution of the remaining steps. Let's start with the verify. So here we are verifying the text. So let's use verify text. So what text we need to verify? So we can click that arrow and it kind of shows us where exactly we need to verify. So here you can see that kind of taken the reference from there. So we need to verify user registered successfully is came or not. So I gave that as a value. So once we verified that, so next we need to capture the registration number, which is the unique number. So here you can see it's a complete text, it's a string. In that string, we only need the last 8 digits. So for that one, we will use the JavaScript functions to extract that information. First, we need to take the complete string and store it. So we will use the store text command here, and the target, yeah, this is the target. So so it's kind of id result and the value. So here we will give the variable name. So maybe we will use text. So once we have that information captured, so let's print it and see whether the correct information came or not. For that one, we will use echo. To print the string saved in the variable, we will use the dollar with flower braces, the variable name text. So it will print whatever the text we previously saved. So we are good with capturing the information, the complete string we captured. Now we need to split it and take only the required data. That is the last 8-digit information only we need to take. So for that one, we will use execute script. So this is the one which allows us to run the JavaScript, and this should return something. So that's why we started with the return brackets, and what that needs to return is whatever the text captured. So we will take that variable a dollar flower braces text dot. So in that one we need the substring only. So we typed substring here. So what exactly the substring we need? So first we need to take the complete length of the text minus 8. So we are counting backwards from the last character. So we will take the complete length and count back 8. So from there till the end of the text. So that is how we will take only the last 8 digits of the string, and that will be returned, and we need to give some variable name here. So whatever we are capturing. So let's complete typing all the stuff here. So okay, this is the complete JavaScript we are using here. Okay, so at the end, let's close all the brackets and just end with semicolon. The value, so let's give the value as regnum as a variable name here. Now let's go to reference and see what is execute script means. Here you can see it will execute a JavaScript and returns something. Similarly, let's see what store text will do. So here you can see it will save uh, something into the variable, whatever we are capturing or providing. Now we have the registration number. What should we do next? So let's go to the screen and see. So now we need to click the home. So let's write a step for that one. So click. So it's just when you click this one, so it will show where exactly we need to take that information or the object related info. So here you can see the link test that automatically gave the target. So we need to click that link. So after that, what should we do? Let's go to the screen and click the home. So next we need to click the user set/update. So again another click, and let me see the target. Yeah, this is the target. Yeah, we have the information available. It's good. Let's write our next step. So before that, let's click that link. So here we need to enter the registration number captured into that text box. So for that one, let's use type. So we need to type that registration number, right? So where exactly in that field. So that will take the target parameter information, and now we need to provide a variable. That variable information we need to pass. So we need to start with dollar flower braces regnum and close the brace. So this information will be automatically typed in. So next we need to click the search button. So let's type click and try to identify the target. Sometimes I saw the problem. This may not work. We need to try a couple of times. Let me try. Let's go to the screen if we can find something there. Yeah, click that one. That's good. Oh, looks like I took the wrong target. So I should take the button, not the field. Let me delete that one. Go to the search button. Yeah, that's what I need. Yeah, we have the target, right target here. So we are clicking the button there. So let me go to the screen and see what happens if I provide some random user ID or registration number and click search. Oh, so I think that number is not available. Let me type the correct one. So it's not, it's 2024-03. After that I can give some random data 02. Yeah, so here you can see we already have some record. So it showed all the information there. So we need to compare that data with whatever the information we provided. So all this information should be compared with the last time provided information. So for that one, so let's store all the information, all the test data on the top, so that would be easy for us. So let's insert a new command and let's start storing the information. Let's use store. So I am storing the target. So the target is, I'm taking the first name, for example, Rahul, and the value, the variable name is the first name, maybe FN for reference. So similarly, I'm going to copy and paste that one, new line or top. So we need to store multiple sets of data, so I'm pasting multiple rows here. So let's adjust that one. So first name is Rahul and last name, let's change the variable name to LN, and the target name is a Dravid. That's the last name I need to use. And next one, let's change that to date of birth. So what date of birth I need to give? So let me just give that in the target name. Same thing I am doing for gender also. As we have the variable data as a test data, so now let's replace the actual test data with the variables. So first name with $fn, similarly last name with $ln. So we are just changing the actual values with the variables here. The same thing we will do for date of birth, gender. For the gender, you can see there is nothing in the value section, but in the target section, you can see ID equal to male, right? So that one we are going to replace with, so ID equal to, and here we start with dollar sign, flower braces, and gender. Still, we have few more things which needs to be stored. So let me just, I think accidentally I clicked something, so it ran. So ignore that one. That's not going to do anything. So let me stop the script and start storing the data, the remaining test data. So we'll continue this for all the remaining test data. So kind of address, phone number, send messages for all the things. This is for employed drop down. So the value is employed, that's the variable name. Let's say target is yes, means say it will select employed as S. Let me go there and change the variable name. So previously we kind of thought of giving no, so let's change that to yes. Let's insert one more command. So here you can see we have all types of data in this screen. So we have text boxes, radio buttons, drop downs, check boxes, text areas. Uh, it would be helpful for you to see and understand what are the different commands we are using to input the data to verify the information. So let's continue storing the information and just replacing the actual data with the variables. Let's see the store reference here. So here also you can see it is kind of storing the variable information. So previously the store text is taken the information from the application. Here it is we are giving the variable data and also the text information. Now we have all the information available, all the test data. Next what we need to do, we need to verify our test data with the information available on the screen. So that is once we provided the registration number, whatever the information came here, that we need to compare both the information. We need to compare the screen information with our initial test data. So let's use the verify commands. So we need to verify the value. Here you can see we are verifying the value. So we'll verify our variable value. So whatever the test data which is in store, that we will be verifying with the field value. So let's see with what target value we need to verify the first name, right? So this information we need to verify. Let's click the target. Sometimes it takes time, so maybe or otherwise just we can use the previous field values. Yeah, let's take that reference id equal to first name and just use that. Let's scroll below, or let's do one thing. Let's copy and paste and just adjust the commands accordingly. Let's take the another route because we are facing some issues with the field identifiers here. So let's change that. I copied and pasted here the type. Instead of type, what we need to use, I will use the verify value. So we will verify the whatever the information available in the first field with our fn variable. So similarly, we need to do that for last name for all the fields in one way. Let's copy and paste the second one also. Yeah, and let's adjust the commands. So verify value. So no need to touch the other things. It's okay. Now let's do that for the remaining commands also. So here you can see for the gender, the verify value is not the right fit. So let's see, we changed that to verify checked because you can see in the reference for the checkboxes and radio buttons, we need to use verify check to see whether the right thing is checked or not. For the next one, so it's a drop down. So what we need to use, we can use, there is another command. So you can see here the reference, the verify selected value. So we can verify what exactly we selected and whether that is matches with our test data or not. So let's go for the next one. Here it is address. For the address, it's kind of a text box and text area kind of similar. So we will use verify value. Next one is phone number. Phone number is also a text box. So we will use verify value command here to verify the details. Let's see, have we captured everything? Have we verified everything or anything missing? Have first name, last name, date of birth, gender, employed, address, phone number, and we have one thing is there, that is receive messages. So we are done with the phone number. Let's do the last one, receive message. Let's copy the previous one and paste it and change the command. So here also we need to change the click to, so it's a radio button and checkboxes will have the same command, right? So it's a verify checked. So that we will use here. Yeah, with this we have everything ready. So the last one we need to do is we need to think we are good. I think we can start executing our script. So we have all the things we need. So let's close the tabs or whatever is. No need to. Yeah, I think we can just leave it as it is as a separate window, and let's executing our script. Let me start running this one. Yeah, click that, run current test. So here you can see it started executing. It failed. I think one step is failed. So let's see what is that step. So I think, oh, this is our last script which we aborted in between. The next we started our script. So let's clear these logs and let's execute the script one more time so that we can have the clear logs. So let me go to the stop. So here we can just uh, adjust the speed of execution. So let me keep it in kind of medium so we can see each and every step what exactly happening. So when it is giving the data, what data it is coming, like that. So and also let me adjust the window size also so that we can keep both side by side and see the steps and also the screen at the same time. So I'm adjusting the window size. So now let me close the extra browser and adjust the window size so that we can see both the Selenium IDE and the Chrome browser at the same time. So let me click run and see what happens. So let me adjust the IDE also. So we have both visible on the screen at the same time. Let me go to tests and start executing our script. So here you can see it started storing data. I can see one by one step. So it's not too slow, not too fast. It is storing the data. So now it is going to open the browser, yes, and it is clicking the first link. It is giving the data however we provided. Looks good so far. Gender, employed, we gave yes. Yeah, that took yes, that's good. Next, address, it took phone number, selected the checkbox and clicked the submit button. That's good. So here you can see on the left side, yeah, the user registered successfully, message came, that is success. Now it is taking the registration number, it's saved. Yeah, let's see whether the same number given or not. Yeah, that's the same number given and the information came. So now it started verifying the information. So you can see everything looks good so far. Now we have a failure, the employed. You can see initially we gave yes, but here it is no is displayed here. So it's a failure. So we found a defect in this application. So now let's go and see what information we gave for employed. Yeah, there you can see we initially gave yes, but here it is no. Let's clear the logs and change some of the test data and re-execute this one. So let me change the first name, last name, whatever the information we can, and just execute. So here you can see as we have all the test data on top, it would be easy for us to change the data and re-execute the test case. So here we are changing to different first name, last name, different date of birth. Let's change the gender also from male to female and also employed from yes to no. Let's change something else, the address and also the phone number. One digit I'm changing. Yeah, I'm not touching the other stuff. So let's execute this script and see what happens. Go to tests and just run it. It started executing. It is storing the data, whatever the new data we provided. Let's see whether the same data will come to the screen also or not. So click the user registration. Here you can see the new test data. Gender female selected, employed. We change the test to no. Yes, it is no. And also the address, phone number, also the new phone number came, and yes, submitted. So now you can see the 337 is the registration number ending with 337. Let's see whether the same number is taken and inputted or not. Yeah, it is 337. So searched and we have the new data came. Now the verification began. First name correct, last name, date of birth, gender, and oh no, I think the employed should be passed, right? Because we gave no and it came as no. Then something might be wrong with our test case. Let's see what mistake we did. Let me go there. Yes, here. Yeah, I think this is the extra thing we provided. So let me just remove that one. Okay, so during copy paste, whatever the thing we use, looks like that gave us some errors here. So let me run that. So before that, let me change the first name only. Let me change the first name, not touching the other information. Let me go to tests and execute the script. Hope this would be a successful test now. So here you can see how the errors made kind of typos or copy paste will make our scripts wrong. So we need to execute them couple of times to make sure that it is working fine. There are no errors in our scripts like that. So the employee no, address, phone number, receive messages. Now click submit. Now the number is 338. So let's see what happens. Input at 338. That's good. Now the comparison began. Everything looks good. Good. Yes, employed also successful. Now here you can see it is success. So all the steps executed successfully mean to say whenever we are giving employed no, it is coming as no, but whenever we are giving yes, that is also coming no. So let's change our test data one more time and see what happens. Changing first name, last name, date of birth, gender, and also employed. So here, as we observed previously, this should fail. So let me clear the logs and execute this one more time. Hopefully this is our last execution. It started storing the data. So for application opened, click user registration. The data is properly inputted so far. That's a mail. Employed we gave yes, yes, and address, phone number, checkbox checked, clicked on submit. Now it is new registration number ends with 339. Yeah, that was captured. Now script should click home and also user search and it should give the same number. Click search. Yes, we have the same data. The employed. You can see it came as no. So that step should fail. Yeah, that step failed. All the remaining things are successful. So that's all. So here you can see how to store the data, how to extract the information we needed. This concludes the real-time example of how to save data into variables and how to run the JavaScripts to extract the required data and how to reuse the variables in the script for verification. Thanks for watching and see you in another video. Thank you.